Hi! So far, we have discovered the foundations of project-based learning. Now, let's move on to the theoretical backgrounds of project-based learning, as well as common characteristics of project-based learning. Importantly, we will also find out some reasons why teachers and educators around the world have been using project-based learning in their school and classes. In these lectures, we are going to look at three aspects. 1. Theoretical backgrounds of project-based learning. 2. Common characteristics of project-based learning. And 3. Reason for using project-based learning. Once discussing the theoretical backgrounds of project-based learning, there are 4 learning theories that should be referred to. 1. Active constructions. 2. Situated learning. 3. Social interactions. And 4. Cognitive tool. Active constructions. Learning science research has found that deep understanding occurs when a learner actively constructs meaning based on his or her experiences and interaction in the world, and that only superficial learnings occur when learners passively take in information transmitted from a teacher, a computer, or a book. The development of understanding is a continuous process that requires students to construct and reconstruct what they know from new experiences and ideas and prior knowledge and experiences. Teachers and materials do not reveal knowledge to learners. Rather, learners actively build knowledge as they explore the surrounding world, observe and interact with phenomena, take in new ideas, make connections between new and old ideas, and discuss and interact with others. In project-based learning, students actively construct their knowledge by participating in real-world activities, similar to those that experts engage in, to solve problems and develop artifacts. Situated learnings. Learning science research has shown that the most effective learning occurs when the learning is situated in an authentic, real-world context. In some scientific disciplines, scientists conduct experiments in laboratories. In others, they systematically observe the natural world and draw conclusions from their observations. Situated learning in science could involve students in experiencing phenomena as they take part in various scientific practices, such as designing investigations, making explanations, modeling, and presenting their ideas to others. One of the benefits of situated learning is that students can more easily see the value and meaning of the tasks and activities they perform. When students do a science experiments by following detailed steps in a textbook, that is hardly any better than passively listening to a lecture. Either way, it is hard for them to see the meanings in what they are doing. But when they create their own investigation design to answer a question that is important to them and their community, they can see how science can be applied to solve important problems. A second benefit of situated learning is that it seems to generalize better to a wider range of situations. When learners acquire information through memorizations of discrete facts that are not connected to important and meaningful situations, the superficial understanding that results is difficult for students to generalize to new situations. When students participate in step-by-step science experiments from the textbook, they don't learn how and where to apply these same procedures outside of the classroom. However, when students acquire information in a meaningful context and relate it to their prior connections between the new information and the prior knowledge to develop better, larger, and more linked conceptual understandings. Social interactions. One of the most solid findings to emerge from learning science research is the important role of social interactions in learning. The best learning result from a particular kind of social interaction when teachers, students, and community members work together in a situated activity to construct shared understandings. Learners develop understandings of principles and ideas through sharing, using, and debating ideas with others. This back and forth sharing, using and debating of ideas helps to create a community of learners. Cognitive tools. Learning science research has demonstrated the important role of tools in learning. Cognitive tools can amplify and expand what students can learn. A graph is an example of a cognitive tool that helps learners see patterns in data. Various forms of computer software can be considered cognitive tools because they allow learners to carry out tasks not possible without the software's assistance and support. For instance, new forms of computer software allow learners to visualize complex data sets. In such situations, we refer to the computer software as learning technologies. Learning technologies can support students 1. In assessing and collecting a range of scientific data and information. 2. By providing visualizations and data analysis tools similar to those used by scientists. And 3. By allowing for collaborations and sharing of information across sites. 4. By planning, building, and testing models. And 5. By developing multimedia documents that illustrate students' understandings. These features expand the range of questions that students can investigate and the multitudes and types of phenomena students can experience. Although learners can use a variety of cognitive tools in project-based learning, a special focus on the use of learning technology is placed. 2. Common characteristics of PBL. In sum, there are 6 characteristics of project-based learning, or PBL, which are authenticity, academic rigor, adult connections, active explorations, applied learning, and assessment practice. Authenticity. Students explore the driving question by participating in authentic, situated inquiry, processes of problem solving that are central to expert performance in the disciplines. Projects designed with authenticity, which requires students work with purpose and passion by connecting project work to real-world issues that students care about. Academic rigor. Students always start a project with a driving question, a problem to be solved. As students explore the driving question, they learn and apply important ideas in the disciplines. Projects that features academic rigor challenge students to fully engage their minds by mastering content standards and using professional-level thinking skill. Adult connections. Students, teachers, and community members engage in collaborative activities to find solutions to the driving question. This mirrors the complex social situation of expert problem solving. Projects that incorporate adult connections support and inspire students through the meaningful involvement of adults beyond the classrooms. Active explorations. Projects with active explorations engage the bodies and minds of students through hands-on, field-based work. Also, while engaged in the inquiry process, students are scaffolded with learning technologies that help them participate in activities normally beyond their ability. Applied learnings. Projects that integrate applied learning push students to use their learning right away and to practice important skills demanded by the workplace. Assessment practice. Projects with quality assessment practice provides opportunity for students to receive relevant feedback during and after their project work. 3. Why should we use project-based learning? 1. Project-based learning makes school more engaging for students. Students are active, not passive. A project engages their hearts and minds and provides real-world relevance for learning. 2. Project-based learning improves learning. After completing a project, students understand content more deeply, remember what they learned longer than is often the case with traditional instructions. And 3. Project-based learning builds success skills for college, career, and life. In a project, students learn how to take initiatives and responsibility, build their confidence, solve problems, work in teams, communicate ideas, and manage themselves more effectively. 4. Project-based learning helps address standards. Project-based learning is an effective way to meet the demands of the real-world applications of knowledge and skill, and the developments of success skills, such as critical thinking or problem solving, collaboration, communications in a variety of media, and speaking and presentation skill. 5. Project-based learning provides opportunity for students to use technology. Students get familiar with and enjoy using a variety of tech tools to find information and create products, collaborate more effectively, connect with people around the world. 6. Project-based learning makes teachings more enjoyable and rewarding. Projects allow teachers to work more closely with active, engaged students doing high quality, meaningful work, and in many cases to rediscover the joys of learning alongside their students. And 7. Project-based learning connects students and school with communities and the real world. Projects enable students to solve problems and address issues important to them and their communities. Students learn how to interact with adults. Parents and community members can be involved in the projects. That is the end of the second mini lectures in Module 3. Thank you for watching.